Alright, we're gonna start this video off. Not just me. I'm gonna let him talk the whole time till he leaves because he said he about to go. But we're gonna just chop it up on his thoughts on aliens. Anything, you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead. You got the floor, dog.
Alright, so with aliens, right? I remember when I was a kid, like real shit, I asked my mother this shit. I asked her, I said, do you think aliens exist? And she was like, of course. We exist. Human beings exist. You know what I'm saying? That was like one of the realest things. Like, I messed with the shit out of my mother. I remember she said this right. She was like, and I was like probably like 3rd grade, 4th grade. And she was like, if we have life and we're here, then why wouldn't other stuff be out there?
That's how I always felt too.
And it had me think. Like, that shit just like had me thinking like shit. She like, we used to have talks about a lot of shit.
You got to say something.
So with aliens, yeah, they like really, it could be aliens that look like us. Like, you seen the movie Total Recall?
Yeah.
Where the bra had 3 titties?
Yeah. That's real, dog.
It's real though.
It's real bitches on pornos with fucking 3 titties. I thought that was fake.
Nigga, it's a porno when the joint nigga had 2 dicks.
It's a porno with a bitch with 2 pussies.
Yeah, 1 dick in the race.
She had 2 pussies. I was like, how does that work? Like, how big is her in between? You know what I'm saying? We talking about some crazy shit right now, y'all.
So think about it.
Like,
if all that shit can exist, why the fuck can't there be other life forms out there? Who the fuck is to say we're the only beings? If you think that, if anybody thinks that, they're stupid. That's just my opinion. You stupid, you naive. Like, for you to actually think that humans...
I don't think necessarily that they're stupid or naive, but they've been programmed to think that way.
Dog,
I mean, really, they denied it for so long.
If you can't, they even say it's UFOs and shit out. They even say, the government even says that.
Yeah, now
UFO. They've been saying UFOs, nigga, since the 90s.
No, but they really
go back and look at it.
For a while they denied it.
They was denying them. But go back and look at it.
But the point that I'm making
everybody knows Area 51 is fucked.
To believe that aliens.
No, if Area 51 is there, some people if it's fucking restrictions to certain areas that we can't go to, Alaska, then that should let you know. South Pole. That should let you know that there's some shit going on. Like, really. So if you can't open up your mind to think and be like, dog, really, then you're stupid. If you're programmed to think that, and you think that, then you're stupid. That's why we always given the brain. We was all given the brain to think.
They have to realize that they're programmed and have to change.
They stupid, bruh.
Nobody don't think they programmed though.
Exactly.
Once you start realizing certain things and you start breaking out of that, you do realize that you're programmed.
That's why Ron Hayes said you can't program a weed smoker. You can't mind control them. It's impossible. And that, I think weed smoke that does help. Like, you can't mind control no weed smoker because they're gonna think different.
You can't mind control nobody with common sense. Really. And you know what though?
That's the thing. How common is common sense? Everybody calls it common sense, but it's not common.
A lot of people don't got that.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't got that. That's, you know, I'm eating my words. A lot of people do not have common sense.
And it's so crazy. Why is it even called common sense when it's not common? It's not common. Everybody doesn't have this fucking sense that everybody should.
Because you know why? You're supposed to have sense.
You're supposed to have
sense. And it's
sense.
supposed to be common. Everybody's supposed. So that's why it's called common sense.
But a lot of people don't have
it. They like it though. They like that shit, bro.
They gonna hate that I say this, but I'm gonna say this. That's why I said the person with the schizophrenic mind it got the best mind that they have because they don't think like everybody else. Their mind state
Can
is
I
on
throw on a tangent real quick?
Right.
Something I just learned, one of my students told me on the last day of school on Friday, was, so we were talking about old cartoons, and they were talking about Pinky and the Brain, right? So he was like, which one was the genius? I was like, the brain. So he was like, Miss Sade, you were not paying attention to the show. And I was like, how? And he was like, in the song, he was like, one is a genius and the other is insane. The song does go like that, right? Mm-hmm. So if one is a genius and the other is insane, Pinky was not insane.
Yeah, because he just went off his actions.
No,
but technically the brain was
because
insane.
He was focused on taking over the world.
Literally, the definition of insanity was doing the same thing, expecting a different result.
And a child.
They hit that shit on
the child brought that to my.
They hit that shit on the money right there, because I heard other people talk about that, and that was on the point. The brain was insane. Because he was the one trying to take over the world. Some shit you can't do. You know what I'm saying? And Pinky was just going along with the shit.
Like, what y'all trying to do today? They be like, I don't know what I'm saying. We're trying to take over the world.
He was the brain. He was the genius. But he was stupid.
He was not the genius.
Well, he was the genius. You would think as a kid.
No, because
logically, he was the
genius and the other is insane.
Yes.
If the brain is the one that's insane, that makes Pinky the genius.
I like that point of view.
And a little kid was the one that brought that to my attention.
I love
He's
that
like
point.
12.
I love that. I love that. That's the. I never heard nobody say that.
Matter of fact, I want to hear the intro.
We could play the intro. We could play the intro. You just can't show the video.
Yeah, it do go like that.
That was on point.
I want to take over the world.
He was doing the same thing. Technically, for us, the definition of insanity, he was doing the same thing every day. Pinky was not. He wasn't fucking with that shit. He was just living.
He was living
and
life.
Brain was doing the same thing. He was the textbook version of insane.
He was just going along with
Brain. Yeah, he was just going along like, you know, this shit ain't gonna work, nigga. We just gonna do it. Fuck this shit. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? And they tried to make it seem like he was.
And Pinky was the one who always accidentally saved them from some fucked up shit.
Same thing we
do every day.
Trying to take over the world. The brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. Laboratory mice. That's twice. In the brain. His time is come. Their plan will be a pearl by the dawning of the sun. They'll twist the world of pearls. Pinky and the brain.
This is my cartoon too, though.
It's easy to explain. The world that loves to work will overthrow the earth. The Pinky and the brain.
And another thing, just as I thought about it and I listened to the song, alphabetically, you would say the brain and Pinky. That's what you would say. Because B comes before P. Why is Pinky first?
Brain.
One is a genius and the other is insane. Genius comes first.
And the brain.
And they always say Pinky and the brain.
Y'all hear this?
So
fire!
Right.
This is fire! I'm putting this video up.
That is so fucking.
Nobody. I bet you nobody caught that. I heard Panic say it in the video.
That is so
but
right though.
He broke it down. But listen to this. This
one is a genius.
One is a genius. The other is the same. And Pinky and the brain. They put Pinky name first. And they put genius first. And they put.
No. Also, check this out though.
They was textbook fucking us up subliminally.
Pinky has a name. Pinky. What was the brain name?
Brain? Was it the brain?
What was his name?
His name was the brain, I guess.
Well, Pinky had a name.
Pinky did have a name.
Pinky name was Pinky. We know who Pinky is. The brain. That's what he was. That's
how they mind fucked us as children.
So though he had a big ass noggin.
But nah,
watermelon hands.
Let's think about this also.
We was talking about aliens, though. But that was a good one y'all brought up. Cause that was nice. I like how Sade dropped that. That was nice.
Let's go back to other cartoons though. Like back in the day cartoons. Bobby's World.
I used to love that show.
One of my favorite cartoons.
I used to love that show.
Big head ass boy.
Yeah.
Had a hell of an imagination. Yeah. And he rode on his tricycle.
He rode on his tricycle. Howard Mandel.
Now, you got them putting fucking gay scenes in cartoons.
You gonna bring up the Proud Family?
Like, really? They got gay
Tell
scenes
Sissy.
in cartoons,
Tell
bro.
Sissy.
Like, for real. Honestly.
I ain't trying. I'm not.
You can't blame the cartoons for that.
No.
The only reason why I say you can't
No,
blame the
I
cartoons
blame.
for that,
You know who I blame?
Who?
Humanity. Yes. Like, for real, dog. Let's be
Okay,
real.
well, tell
Let's
Sissy.
be so real right now. Gays have more rights than a black man.
Period. I agree. Period.
You know what I'm saying? So, who the fuck is not to blame? Society, nigga. Society is fucked. It's fucked. It's all the way fucked, bruh. You got a nigga getting killed and they don't do shit. But let me go kill a gay motherfucker, or let me go shoot up a gay pride party, or let anybody go do that shit. It's a hate crime. You get locked up for that. What these niggas say? 40 years! 40 years! Nigga, you doing more than 40 years, nigga. You gonna get the death penalty for that shit. You feel me?
We went left with the conversation.
We went all the way left.
We
talking about aliens,
was talking about aliens, but I already told y'all my piece on aliens, so I don't got nothing to say about the shit. I already told y'all my shit on my channel. I already got the videos up.
For real, I don't got nothing against the motherfuckers. Nothing at all. My beef ain't with them. It's with
The
the
lawmakers.
government. It's with the yeah. Like, really. It's with them. Like, honestly. Because you got gays, black, white, fucking purple, yeah, like whatever. All ethnicities. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't the shit. The shit is, how the fuck you get more rights, nigga? Fuck, might well call myself gay, so I can get better rights. The fuck?
That's not me, y'all saying that.
Fuck, nah, real bullshit, nigga. It's where I work at. It's a motherfucking bathroom that say all genres welcome, right? So I can go into the female bathroom, pull my dick out, and take a piss. And what can they say?
You're going too far off topic, dog.
Nah, fuck that. What can they say?
Alright, well, you said
They can't say shit.
you said you wanted to talk about aliens.
I'm a bitch today.
Alright, we gonna talk about that on another video, but right
Fuck
now
that.
let's stick to the
Nigga,
topic.
we start moving.
Like earlier in one of my videos, I had said something, and I said,
about aliens. Aliens exist, nigga.
Alright, what if the aliens that we see in movies, what if they was real aliens? Like, what if they was really there instead of them using CGI? What if they was real?
Nah, I doubt it. They saying ET phone home real, nigga. ET ain't real, nigga.
I know, but ET was the best.
ET move slow as shit.
ET was the best.
ET phone.
ET was the best, and Alf was the shit. If you remember Alf.
Alf was like a.
Alf was an alien.
Alf was an alien.
Alf was an alien. He was from another planet.
I thought he was like an animal.
He was from another planet. Alf was an alien.
animal.
Go watch the old show Alf. He was an alien.
He was an animal.
He was an alien from another
what's that
planet.
joint with that nigga? That is the show Alf. When they had the little.
You never watched the Bunny show, the one with the bunny.
No, I watched that. Remember the
And he was he would go downstairs, get drunk, and talk to the bunny.
They'd be like, "Hey guys," he had the snow.
Yeah, that's Alf. He was an alien. He was an alien.
I thought he was just a little.
Nah, the best show on aliens to watch. It's a show. Third Rock from the Sun. That's the shit. Y'all go check Third Rock from the Sun.
Take my ass out.
The female was technically a male. The young kid was technically the older one. Technically.
You know the best show? 70s show. Bird. Yes. Let me sponsor.
Shawty,
No.
I'm a sponsor.
Shawty.
I said no.
Alright.
I don't want you to.
Y'all on
Just like
camera,
with
man. I
choice.
want to put this video up. Y'all can't be arguing
Just
on
like your
camera.
choice, please.
So,
You're such a bitch.
dog, y'all on camera, son. Go ahead. What, y'all made me forget what I was about to fucking say,
really?
I'm
man.
being a bitch because you asked me a question and I gave you an answer.
Alright, so I want
And you really just like read it. Why should I spark?
I want her opinion on aliens and what she think. Go ahead,
Really?
Shawty.
I like the first one.
Go ahead. Talk
You're
about
such an asshole.
talk about your piece on aliens, Shawty.
What you say, bro?
Talk about your piece on aliens and what you think.
I think
You know what?
that aliens come and probe the wrong people.
She's an alien.
And probe
Fuck her.
assholes like Shalani.
Fucking alien.
Give me $1.
Yeah.
Give me $1.
What's her name? Yeah, that's what
Go ahead. Go ahead. For real. Go ahead, Sade. Because that part you brought up, that was some genius shit.
And all this other shit, yeah.
I can't edit it out. That Pink in the Brain shit was on point.
Pink in the Brain shit, yeah.
That was on point.
And no, for real though. That one is the genius, the other is insane. Pinky in the brain.
But why is it though that it's telling us exactly who is who, and in our minds we still choose?
Because we seen the Wacko shit, and we see the intelligence that he was really doing in the show by being a fucking asshole or fuck up, but he was always saving the brain.
Let me say this right here though.
Every episode he saved
Pinky
from doing the dumb shit.
Pinky was your neighborhood crackhead.
He wasn't a crackhead. He
was
schizophrenic.
I'm saying
he was schizophrenic.
He was your crackhead that always look out for you.
He was schizophrenic on the show, dog.
He was not schizophrenic.
I don't think he's schizophrenic. He was just a ditzy dumb motherfucker, man.
He was schizophrenic, dog.
You want to compare it to yourself?
Because he a tail brain.
No.
Why the fuck are we going to do that?
Can you hand me the shot again? It's on the laptop. It's right there.
He told this nigga, why are we doing that?
You can't hear me.
We do that every day, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Why are we doing that again? You know what I'm saying? He was confused. Why we gotta do that again? We just tried that shit last week.
Can you hand me the charger around?
Yeah, you lazy bitch. You the fucking no.
You fucking up the video, dog. I want to put this one up.
God. Nigga, we just had a moment, nigga. Like
no,
I want to put this one up.
Oh, you wanna
just like for that comment that she made.
Fuck you.
That a kid told a kid. She said the kid was 12 that said that. That she was missing the point. Because she was thinking with a logical mind, and the kid is not thinking with the logical mind.
That's my fucking cousin.
Come on, dog. Let's finish.
Like really.
Like she wasn't. She was thinking with the logical, everyday, whatever normal you say. Because she the one who starts saying what is technically normal.
What?
That we don't know what technically normal is.
I only say that because I worked in the medical field for so long.
Nigga, shut up.
Honestly,
let her talk, bro. You can't keep
honestly, I don't understand why people say
we on video though. I want to put this. I want to put it up.
If you look at it, there's nobody in the world that is normal.
Nobody
that's quote
okay, y'all say nobody normal. So who's these motherfuckers that be taking pictures of that food and putting it up and taking pictures of that drinks and putting it up on the fucking internet?
Telling me, bro,
I had to go on them. I'm sorry, y'all, but I said that shit is weird to me.
That they're saying it's worth their food getting cold by taking a perfect picture. I like to eat my food hot, fresh off the pot, off the stove, off the grill, hot. I'm not wasting no time taking a picture. I'm gonna eat my food while it's hot.
So I did bring this up on the old video, like them motherfuckers that take a picture of that food or take a picture of that drink when they go out, and they making that shit seem like they're normal. They're not gonna show you the real trauma. They're not gonna take a picture of the sad time they having when somebody diss them or that.
How about that's probably the sad time that they're having, because otherwise,
that's the
enjoyment. If you're in a moment and you're really enjoying something, are you thinking, "Let me take a picture"? There's been so many wonderful times that I was like, damn, I wish I would have took a picture. But I was so heavy in that moment, I wasn't even thinking about taking a picture.
Is that
insane? You're really having fun. Are you thinking about taking a picture of the fun you're having?
Is that technically insane, y'all? Because that's what that sound like. What? If you in the moment enjoying your life, why you gotta pause to take a fucking picture of what you doing? You in the moment. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You in the moment. You ain't worried about trying to show other people on social media what you doing.
No, like really, like when you in the moment, you want to capture your moment. So
I always think it's always an afterthought for me. Not for anybody, I don't know. For nobody else.
It's like saying like, okay, when we went on the yacht jump yesterday, I was like, why not? If you friends with people and you want to share your moment. Share the moment. Now, do people go extra with it? Yes, they do.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
what?
I've had a lot of fun throughout my 30 years of life, and every time, like, regardless of what kind of event it is, I always be like, damn, I wish I would have took a picture. But I'm so heavy in the moment every single time. I'm not thinking about taking a picture because I'm actually having fun. You understand? So it makes me think about the people that always be snapping everything. Are you actually having fun, or are you trying to deceive the world that you're having so much fun by taking this picture? Because if you were, you wouldn't even have time. We wouldn't even be thinking about taking a picture to send out to people to show how much fun you're having.
Like you said though, you think that you like just because you don't think.
But that's what I said. Me, but I always be like, damn, I wish I would have took a picture. But I do forget in the moment.
But you gotta think about the people like, because for example, Lou yesterday, right, when we was on the fucking boat.
Don't name drop too much. So I don't want everybody to know everything. But go ahead.
When Black was when we was on the boat, you know what I'm saying? He was like, let me take a picture with each and every one of y'all. And I'm gonna take pictures, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Each and every person. Yeah, we was enjoying ourselves, but he thought about capturing the moment. So you know what I'm saying? When, like I said, some people overdo it. It's like how Ralph said, when a motherfucker want to take pictures of your food and video your food.
It was all
fuck
guys
about
there.
that shit.
It was all guys there.
Yeah, it was just niggas.
So was he really enjoying the moment? Because if it's his day and he has this whole boat thing, shouldn't he be able to interact with not just males?
He about to get married.
So because he's about to get married, he's not allowed to interact with no other females.
No, this is the thing though. He's about to get married, and then his fiance
don't get personal, dog. Don't
got the boat for him. So it's like, why the fuck would you get the boat and invite bitches on the boat, and you're not gonna be on the boat?
Dog.
That just makes common sense. Like, if she was the
had a boat, that's not what I'm saying about.
Nigga, this shit is recorded, nigga. I'm just letting you know. I don't know how to do that shit, nigga. I want everybody to talk. We was on the subject. We got way off subject,
but it's not that deep.
It's not that deep, but the way y'all was going down the path. I don't want nobody else to hear this shit and think, oh, they were talking about me. I'm just saying.
It was a question.
All right. We was talking about aliens, but shit, we went far left. We went far left. So, let's talk about something else.
Nigga, we was.
Y'all, they was talking about something else. I ain't want them to get no personal shit because they was going, and I know y'all hear them on this. But
what I think about, not even necessarily aliens.
It's not like it's
not even necessarily what I think about aliens. What I think about America, and why is it that we focus so much on we have a whole exploration for NASA, right? To find out what's going on in the stars and the space or whatever. But we still truly don't know what the fuck's going on in these seas. We have still never been to the bottom of the ocean, the very bottom of the ocean.
We can't.
So you're saying we can physically travel through space, but we cannot physically travel through our own planet?
Just like they said, air is another form of water.
You can't get to the bottom of the ocean.
The same thing, pressure. Pressure, right.
I mean, it's the same way. They can't really go on the skies.
No.
They can't get up there.
That's the same type of pressure.
They can't get up past the Van Allen belt, dog.
No, if that was the same type of pressure, the satellites they send out there.
They don't. That shit's balloons. Them satellites are fake. And
how do they get?
Do you research?
How do they get pictures of shit like
that? They're not on Mars, nigga. They in the desert. That shit look like Earth.
Nigga, they have satellite. If you
nah. There's only one satellite up there that really means something. You can Google, and that's the Dark Knight satellite, y'all.
Google any fucking place in the world.
Them are fake pictures.
And it will pop up.
No, they're not fake pictures.
It's been times when I Google. It's been times when I Google my house, right? And really, years at a time.
That shit don't
come. And you know what? It's a different picture that pop up.
Alright.
It's the same house.
Well, why would
different cars in front of the house.
But that doesn't mean the satellites are taking it.
Exactly.
I don't know about where you live at, but where we live, there's constant travels in the air. Constant.
Yeah.
There's planes, fucking helicopters, fucking everywhere, all the time. All the time. Before drones were legal for the public, I'm sure that they were using that for whatever surveillance.
Y'all don't believe that they're satellite.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I don't believe.
What I'm saying is,
okay, you don't believe
that there are way more possibilities than just leaving them on that one thing. Sometimes the simplest explanation is not the real explanation.
Yeah, it could be drones. It could be They can have like you said. Okay, they can do a aerial picture of everything.
They can't. Which they've done multiple times.
Really though, like really, for you to, you know how, like, come on, yo.
I just want to say this one piece
Like,
before he get in. Why when you go into space and it's the daytime and the sun is out and you go above the atmosphere and it's dark?
It's dark.
That's all I'm saying. Like, that don't make sense to me. Cause the sun is only in our atmosphere. So go ahead. Keep
that right now. That right there.
What? I just wanted to say that. Go ahead.
Like, blow the shit out of me, man.
You shouldn't have watched it.
Let me pause, dog. I don't want y'all to.
No, I ain't gonna. I enjoy shit like this, though.
Go ahead, say your final piece about the alien shit.
Fuck that shit. I'm not thinking about
dog,
that.
this a video.
Pause that shit up. Yeah.
Come on, son.
I'm talking about just us chilling right now.
I want to say this about Alice. I think we about to come in contact with something. I don't know what it is or what they got planned, but something about to happen. Something about that, because they I see too many of this shit, these things in the air now. So it's playing. So go ahead and say your piece, Sade. Because, like, do you think all that Roswell shit was real?
I think that is possible.
I don't think them flying saucers was real.
That's why I said I think that is possible, but I also think that what Israel they would never truly show us.
Yeah, they won't really tell us.
If they show us something, it's going to be something for their benefit, not like something that's happening in this plane that we're actually living in right now, in this reality that we all are living in right now together. Do I think aliens exist personally? Yeah, I think they do. I think we'll be crazy to think not. I agree with Jelani's mom,
the way
I also think that I can't remember who said it when he like showed the whole like he had like a whole like slide for it or whatever, and it was him saying like all the planets in our solar system is basically the same planet but in different forms.
Rick Smith
in different phases.
Rick Smith said that in the Antichrist, his book, White Boy. We was bringing it to the.
That I think is very plausible.
Yeah, because that was different. I never heard that before, and that was different when he said that. It's different stages of Earth in different birthing periods.
Because in every but planets aren't stars, right?
Yeah, they are.
Planets,
and the suns are too.
Right. So if a planet is a star, and they say that first it starts off like small, and then it grows to whatever size it's going to be for billions of years or whatever, and then it super expands right before it.
Go, keep going. Go ahead, they can hear you. I'm just putting closer to you.
Alright.
Yeah, planet is a star with you.
So if a planet is a star, right? So I was saying how I heard someone was explaining how like all the planets in our solar system is different phases of the same planet, right? And if a planet is a star, just like with the sun, it starts off, really small, it grows to whatever size it's gonna be, and then closer towards the end of its life, it gets super big, right? And that's where the gas planets will come in, where there's more hydrogen and helium.
Okay, but our gas planets is in the middle of two other planets,
right?
But and they don't know what's on them other planets, and they blue though. They blue. So is that water? Because it's the birthing stage. The water's a new.
Well, water had to come from somewhere because anything and everything that ever came to Earth came from another planet.
Yes. That's 100% true to my as far as my research, and that's crazy because why is Neptune?
Science, they were like the Earth was bombarded for millions of years before the dinosaur period with asteroids and different comets that came from other planets
that brought life here.
That brought water here. That brought all these different types of resources and nutrients here to Earth. So according to that alone, everything that created Earth came from Earth is just one big melting pot from several different planets,
and probably several different beings. You know what I'm saying? Different types of humanoid creatures. So when you look at that or listen to that, it's a, like she said, a melting pot. Everybody came here and gave off that, you know what I'm saying, the essence to the different races. So we got seven to 8 races on this planet. Everybody played.
I mean, you could believe that, or you could believe how science believes, and it's only 3.
And who's the 3?
It's the Negroids, the I want to say, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that right, but basically Negroes, Asians, whites.
But
those 3 create all the other races in the world.
But technically the Asians come from the Africans.
Technically they all come from melanated people, all of them, even the whites. If we're going with the Anunnakis.
But the Asians are older than the whites.
Right.
They all share
but that
a color.
Still all goes back to one original source or one original. I don't want to say race, because even race is fake. That's not even a real thing.
That's not a real thing. That was an 1800 thing. I mean, that was back in the day that was made up. It was no such thing as a race. Everybody went about religion. They went off of religion. They did not go about race. So race is a new construct in this world.
I mean, not new for us, because it's something that we've been programmed with for over 200 years. But
over 200.
But yeah, race is not necessarily, like you said, it's not a construct. So looking at that, everything in this world starts off with carbon, right? That means even the first band. If everything in the world starts off with carbon, the first band is not going to be someone that's void of melanin. And
we wasn't brown. We was technically green. And different shades of black. Like purple, black, blue, black, all that black. So we was different colors of melanin, basically.
But green, I believe, only because
the babies.
Because of the babies.
The babies have the green on that body. When you see them, as my daughter still got it. Well, our daughter still has it.
She's about to be 4. And she's
and she still got it on her back. That greenish hue that you see in the lower areas of the baby back, or maybe that stomach, or maybe their legs, like it'll be that greenish hue. And that we was more that color, because plants are the only thing different from plants and humans is they got chlorophyll and we got melanin, but it's the same thing.
So is that why drinking chlorophyll sometimes makes your body feel? I don't want to say makes your body, makes my body feel hydrated when I drink chlorophyll. I felt hydrated as fuck. Like I just had all the water that my body needed. My skin was looking beautiful, nice and popping, shiny, like glowing, radiant.
See, I look.
Lips, everything was nice. Like I didn't feel like cotton mouth, because I'm a smoker. I didn't have cotton mouth for that whole day. Like,
well, most people look at plant life like it's not real. They don't think plants are living. But if you don't cut your fucking grass, what's gonna happen? It's gonna fucking grow. If it's not alive, then how does it do what it do? If plants and things are not real, y'all niggas talk about veganism and all that. We don't kill no meat, or we don't kill no animals.
Yeah, but you're still
killing a plant, and they got scientific evidence to say that these goddamn plants are alive.
Not only just alive, but they're aware.
And they're aware.
Another plant that's close to them, they're aware of that.
Yes, and they interact with each other. If you let them grow next to each other, they will fucking tangle each other up.
So, but that's why I call bullshit on all of it. Veganism, being a vegetarian, all of that. Like we care so much about every other thing, living organism, right? So then shouldn't we just be people that consume fucking sunlight?
It is some people that I heard that do that they live off just the sun and light. And this was this old guy. He was a Hindu, and he lived 75 years without nothing, probably water, but other than that, he lived off the sun. Still alive. I think he's still alive to this day. He might be in his hundreds now. So, because the sun basically gives life to everything in the and I ain't gonna say the universe, but in our world. Like, eating food is a side effect. You know what I'm saying? Some people blood type is for the food. I mean, some people blood type is just for, you gotta mix it up. Some people could just eat seafood. Some people could just eat vegetables. And who's the strongest animal in the wild? The gorilla. He's 10 times stronger than man. And what do he eat? He's not a carnivore. He eat berries and fruits.
Yeah, but a jaguar can kill a gorilla.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, gorillas are apex creatures, just like humans, right? But even apex creatures,
they would rip a fucking jaguar in half. I don't think nothing could kill a gorilla. Where you going? I was about to ask you. Alright, so we left off. I can't remember. Maybe come back, but
you know my mom's car, so I can move my car up there.
So yes or no? So we could talk about go get one of my hoodies. We could talk about the aliens and how they present them to us like this could be a reality, but then they tell us y'all better not dare talk about no aliens because there's no such thing. It's pure propaganda. Because I mean, I technically never believed in this shit because I ain't see it, but I seen evidence of it. But
so you can say you didn't see it, but you see evidence of it. So if you see evidence,
I haven't physically seen an alien get off a ship. That's what I mean. But I done seen shit in the skies that I can't explain.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Like on my personal point of view. I'm still gonna put that video up. It's in my phone. I'm gonna put it up. I hope y'all can see this thing. It's a bright light. Like, it's brighter than the stars, but it's not even the same color as the stars, but it's as high as the stars, and it turns. And I'm not moving the fucking phone. And I seen it twice in the same area. So let's talk about like that. I want to go into the movie aspect because I mean everything's based on aliens for real. Like even superhero movies. Something and when you say alien, they look at it like I guess that's a foreign entity. So when you look at something foreign to what you got your belief about of human, it's an alien movie. But it could be anything. Like my best alien movie, one of my favorites was K-Pax. And he said it best. I brought this up before. We came on light. And we generate and we came on light. We are the angles of the fallen angels. The fallen angels are the angles of light that fell. And they still
I see that wordplay right there. Angles and angels.
Yeah. Isn't them spelled the same way? You know what I'm saying? So
same letters, different order.
Who was Satan? Satan was the morning star. Lucifer, I mean. Not Satan, because a lot of people got Satan and I mean, I don't think Satan, Lucifer, and Baphomet is the same thing. The Baphomet was the black man. Satan was something else, and Lucifer was the former morning star from the Bible. If church people, if I'm not wrong on this, but if I am, say something, because they all believe he's the same nigga. So we gonna go in more about this alien shit because something's going on in the stars in the skies. So I want y'all to get a heads up.
This time the skies would open themselves up and reveal what's the truth and what's not. Ultimately. So there's no rush in figuring anything out.
I mean, there's no rush into figuring out, but at the same time, it's something's going on. Like it's like the calm before the storm.
Or has something been going on for so long and you haven't even realized, and now that you're more awake than you maybe were previously, that you now feel like something's going on, but something's been going on for a long time.
And that's funny that she said that, because I had a dream. Because people said the battle's been getting fought in the skies and we just can't see them because they're on another dimension. And that's true in a way, because
we live on several planes.
I believe we live on several dimensions and several different multiverses. Come on now, why is they bringing out movies? Every movie's about a multiverse. That's not fake. If you sleep at night, you dream and you go to another different reality than the one you got right now, that is a fucking multiverse. They not bringing these movies out to entertain y'all niggas. They telling y'all at the same time they entertaining y'all niggas. So I think it's some truth in that. They put it in the biggest fucking form of the comic book, of the biggest comic of every. Spider-Man is the biggest character in Marvel. No matter what, you could any X-Men, all them. Nah, Spider-Man is the oldest and he's the biggest form of entertainment in the comic book era.
I mean, some would say Spider-Man is the only creation that Stan Lee actually created.
And I heard that he ain't even really created. I heard he stole that. But you know, yeah, Stan Lee was the first one to start the Spider-Man.
Was his very favorite character.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. World Wide Web. Spider-Man go with the web. You know what I'm saying? What is the internet called? The web. Do y'all remember that movie called I think that shit was called The Web. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember, but I think it was called The Web. This is the web. You weave shit together. That's what we supposed to be doing, weaving shit together. We separating ourselves from other subjects and other things, but all this shit is together. You got many different forms of consciousness of people that's talking, and they talking different things. But at the same time, we all got a common ground on certain things. That's the connection in that spider web. You got some people talking occult. You got some people talking metaphysics. You got some people talking economics. You got some people talking revolutionary. You got some people talking black wealth. You got some people talking, and I told y'all my piece is mental health. That's the head. That's the brain. That's the head. And that's my part in this. And I'm trying to deliver. I know we ain't really going in on that shit, but that's the part that's next. Cause no one's talking about it. And shout out to the people that is. Y'all not listening to them. I fucking type in mental health and I'm finding video. I don't find nobody in the conscious community talking about this. And I know it is maybe they shadow banned or whatever, but they like it's not getting out there. And we need this. This is the last thing, because what are they hitting us with in the past couple of months? Straight up mass shootings with people.
Psychological games.
Yes, dealing with mental health. It's not being said. They making it seem like it's a fairy tale or some shit. Like it don't exist, but then it exists to them people they wanted to exist for. But it don't exist to everybody, because people with prior histories of mental health, they might do some shit and they gonna charge them like they don't got shit. And they got history of mental health. These niggas don't got no history of mental health. But they get slapped on the wrist because they say, oh, he was crazy.
See, but that's the thing, not even necessarily, because, like, again, you know, I work with behavioral kids or whatever, and I feel like once you're diagnosed with whatever you're diagnosed with, it should be an overpour of support, like, whatever type of support they need, regardless if it's, like, physical therapy or, like, a therapist, a psychiatrist, or whatever. And I feel like we're falling short in that compartment in life, period, because people aren't getting the actual services that they need.
But
we're throwing drugs at them, we're throwing all these different programs, rehab, all this stuff, but we're not actually getting down to the deep down cause of these issues to begin with. If you can't solve these actual issues, those problems are never going to go away.
Tell Sissy.
No, tell Mommy.
Tell Sissy come in. So yeah, and that's true. We and family need to support the people they feel is going through a mental issue, because the best drug other than taking medicines,
the best drug always, regardless, is love. Always. The best drug is always love.
Well, I was going to say support. I guess that's the same thing.
It's always love.
I was going to say support. The awareness of it. Put her another bread in the toaster. I would say support and awareness, because a lot of people don't understand the signs, and I talked about the signs in other videos because we was talking about. But I'm gonna link this with mental health, because if something was to happen here, and like a alien invasion, this world will go bonkers, even more bonkers than what it already is.
I wouldn't say that. I think because of all the movies and different merchandise, and
they desensitized us.
That people would be excited to see aliens.
They think that's
we've been waiting for it all our lives.
Okay, and then we will be falsely wrong.
But at the same time, I also feel like that
like, people would be excited. They would think, oh, I knew it all the time. I knew it all along. It's finally here.
But then that goes back to the programming, like I was saying before.
Yeah, they programmed us with movies and songs and everything.
And that's
else.
why I said you can't call people stupid because of the program that they have. Once they realize that they're programmed, they're going to do everything in their power to desensitize whatever program that they have. Or to make it
make an excuse for it?
Not to make an excuse for it, but like to deactivate it, or do their best to find out more of the truth than what they know. Like, you don't think it's weird that almost everybody that I know, I can't speak for the whole world, but everybody that I personally know found out about different, like, black history or black cultures or whatever after they were grown-ups. They had to search for this information. This is not information that's being taught. Why is it not being taught? Because they want us to think a certain kind of way. We're programmed to think a certain kind of way. And when you don't want to think that way no more, you look for other paths or other resources to give you more insight on what you actually want to know.
And then they call you insane because you don't think like everybody else. You don't think it's all about a dollar, because everybody's mind state is all about money, and money is not they say money is evil, and money is the root of all evil, and all that saying they say. It's not that money that's evil.
It's not.
It's the people
that's not the same,
that trying to get the money.
If I'm not getting this wrong, I believe the saying is
money is the root of all evil.
Absolute power creates absolute chaos, or absolute power creates absolute evil.
Just like when I was breaking
it's not necessarily money, but power.
But just like when I was breaking down the 7 circuits of the brain, and I still was thinking about the chakras in that, because that first chakra is the root chakra, and that first section of the brain is the reptilian brain. And wasn't it similar when I read it? It was basically safety, fight or flight, and basically it's the beginning, it's the instincts. That's what I meant to really say. It's the instincts in that first circuit of your brain. It's the instincts. And when you get to the third one, that they say white people can't get past, the bird brain, because that's the intellect. And what's in the intellect? What comes with the intellect? Power. because you feel as you more powerful than anybody.
See, but that's the thing. Quez, we were talking the other day, and he was like, you know, where's your first brain? I don't even know. We was talking about like when I was pregnant or something. I can't remember exactly how the conversation started. And he was like, basically like, where's your first brain? And I was like, your brain? And he was like, I was like, your heart. And he was like, no, your first brain is technically your intestines, your digestive system.
That's the gut.
Stomach,
that's the gut.
Where your solar plex resides, right?
The gut.
And how people be like they have a gut feeling or whatever.
That's the instincts and the intuition.
Technically, is that not your first instincts and your first intuition? And
well,
then
some
you
people
overthink situations.
But some people don't got that.
Sometimes your brain doesn't necessarily hold all the power. Sometimes for some people, it's more of a
instinct.
No, not an instinct. It's more of a like I just have a word in my mind. Damn, maybe I'm one of those people.
Intuition?
No, like
what they say,
like something that holds you back versus something that pulls you forward. Because if your instincts is to do one thing, but you think about it and you think about it and you think about it, you convince yourself to do something that you should do. You can convince yourself to not do something that you should do. Your gut instincts.
That sound like the ego.
Right, but your gut instincts tells you to do blah 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 blah. You think about it, you think about it, that's where your mind comes in. You think about it, you think about it, and then you're just like, oh well, I shouldn't do that. You start making all these reasons why you shouldn't do that. That's your mind.
That's like your intuition too, though.
But is it necessarily intuition? Because if a lot of people say we should always go with our first thought, and most times we don't. And then when we don't, we be like, and something happens, and we be like, damn, I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, I knew it was gonna be that. Oh, I knew. Why didn't you go with your first instinct, your first thought, which is your gut feeling,
or your
not
spirit,
your actual
or
mental
your spirit,
thought.
Your spirit. Because, like when I told y'all I was hearing voices, I did not tell nobody. I fucking thought everybody could hear it. I thought I never said that because I didn't think it was nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was gentle at first. It was that little mind telling you, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that, or do this and do that and do that. It started off like that, and it got intense when I got older. Till it where it's no hands down when I say spirituality and shamanism and all that is not connected to this, because them spirits hang around schizophrenic people, and I'm going to tie this into mental health. I mean.
I can tie this into mental health since the pandemic started, right? Every single job interview I've had and every single job offer I've had and accepted, right? What has happened every single time right before I'm supposed to start work?
Mariah gets sick.
My daughter gets sick every single time. And I feel like I personally know, like my spirit tells me exactly what I'm supposed to do. But because I'm fighting what I'm supposed to do and trying to go about it the way of the world, it causes physical problems in my world. Or the most important thing in my world, which is my daughter.
And I pointed that out to her several times because it been like, this shit happened like 4 times in a row. No fucking, it just happened. It's just crazy. It's like, what the fuck? It get to the point where you're like, hold up, this. It's like the universe playing, like, universe is, they say if you don't listen to the universe gonna fucking get your attention.
Alright, and it does every time.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna find a way to get your attention if you're not paying attention. They're telling you something. Just like I told her, I said, get into the crystal business and selling her shit. Fuck working. I understand we need the money, but at the same time, I'm looking at it like,
I have to start a business, but I also know that I have to be here for my daughter.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, the universe is telling me that I have to be with her, and she has to be with me
every day, like me. So, you know what I'm saying? Like this woke us up. You know what I'm saying? It happens. It happened 3 to 4 times in a row, like every year. She almost
Without fail every single time.
The day of her starting a job, our daughter gets sick. It like, what the fuck? Like, she don't even know it. She's a kid. She don't understand it, but she be sick. Why is this happening like that? You know what I'm saying? That's some. I wanted to talk about this in an older video, but I forgot about it. But that's some powerful shit. Like, she would come down with a fever and be sick for like only like less than a couple of hours. Just that night before she start the job.
Or that morning before.
Yeah, or that morning before she's supposed to go.
Have a high fever.
She's a special child because she has no, like, she came with a umbilical cord wrapped around her throat, and
just to throw her whole neck.
Yeah, it was around her neck. So she a special child. She came natural, and then she didn't cry when she came out. She looked around at everybody in the fucking room. She stared me in my face. She looked around, and she ain't cry until the doctor slapped her on the ass. That's that trauma, the first trauma of the birth. She didn't cry.
I wish he didn't do.
He didn't have to.
She was,
but I guess he was trying to make sure that her throat was clear.
He could have just sucked it out.
He did suck it out. He sucked out the fluid from her mouth, and then she was just sitting there in his arms, and then he smacked her on the ass, like how you see in movies and shit. So I want her to talk about, I don't know if she want to, how she don't dream the same no more.
I don't even know what to say about that.
She said she had dreams all the time before our daughter was born, but after our daughter was born, her dreams is gone.
But I don't think that's, if I'm being 1,000% honest, I don't think that has anything to do with Araya. I think it's decisions that I made during my birthing process that prohibits me from doing it. So, you know, scientifically there's already proven that, like, there's a lot of stuff that can sometimes go wrong when you get an epidural, right? But we don't talk about the spiritual of, like, the disconnect that you can have when you get an epidural. The epidural comes, you get it in the back in your spine.
I heard a lot about that.
And your kundalini rises through your spine.
Have you ever had an experience? Have you ever had it before?
Yes. Have I ever had my
like
kundalini rising all the way through up to my neck,
up
to
my
your
head?
I've had it
multiple
times before I had my daughter, and since I've had that epidural, I have not. And on top of not having that kundalini experience, I've also had severe back pains, like, especially like right before it rains. It's so weird because I don't even have nothing metal in my body.
Shit, that big ass fucking needle they put in your goddamn back. They wouldn't even let me be in the room.
They wouldn't let nobody be in the room. They told everybody to leave. I had to sign my paper for myself as far as, like, my agreement of receiving an epidural or whatever, and when I was taking the responsibility.
But I heard a lot of females that had epidurals had problems after their epidurals. So females,
but that's something that needs to be spoken about more. We don't talk about that enough because
we don't.
We still, in the scientific world, they still encourage us to get it and do it for the pain, and you're a strong woman for doing it.
But you was already damn near ready to give birth. You really didn't have that. You didn't need that. I mean,
I didn't remember for like the whole time I kept saying I didn't want to epidural. I wanted to have a natural birth, and I did want to have a natural birth.
They increased her contractions so she could feel more pain. When I heard that, I was like, what? She said, well, you need to feel more of the pain. That's kind of what the nurse said, and she put a medicine block thing on her IV so her contractions could come harder. I never heard no shit like that, but that's what they did.
I think the whole process was an interesting process.
I don't want her to have birth again. It was too scary for me because we know our history with our.
I think you should be careful what you say, Ro.
No, I'm just saying. I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I understand, because as black folk, we go through a lot, and
because when you say that, you're telling the universe.
I'm not telling the universe.
I need to be like a one-child mother, right?
No, I'm not telling you. No, I'm not telling the universe that. I do have 2 kids, and one is with her, and one is not with her, and I'm not trying to jinx her or nothing. I'm just saying, like, I never seen her in pain before, and when I did, I didn't like it.
But that's the thing, because I could take pain really good, and that's not even like in a freak type of sense or whatever. Like, as a child, I got hurt a lot, and that's not like I was abused or anything. I physically hurt myself a lot, climbing trees, riding bikes, riding skates, anything and everything you can imagine. I've done it, and I've hurt myself severely, so I can handle pain. I know this for a fact from those experiences. And that's how I knew, like, I kept telling myself, like, I wanted to have a natural birth because I felt like I could handle it. I've had so much pain in my lifetime that I felt like I could handle it. But once we got to the hospital, and even so, after we was at the hospital, even like an hour or 2 after that, I still had no epidural, and I was okay until...
You could have went all the way through without it.
Literally until the lady came back in the room. And she was like, "This is your." Remember when she came? She was like, "This is your last chance after this, because you're already 7 centimeters dilated. After this, you can't get an epidural. Are you sure?" She was like, "You know, how many people die of a natural birth try to have a natural birth every year and they die, and it's like." And then you were telling me about like people the whole time, like right before I had her, you kept saying how all these women were dying from giving birth, and I was like, well. Maybe they die from the pain. I don't know if that's even a thing.
No, I think they die from malpractice. You know what I'm saying? Because the doctor don't do shit. He come in the room and tell you to push.
The nurse did everything.
The nurse do everything. The nurse checked the vitals, check everything before the doctor even get in the room.
She knew everything that was going
on. And she just asked. He just go in the room, ask the nurse this, blah blah blah. He take what she say that she already discovered, because the nurse was the first one that told us the cord was around her fucking neck. The doctor ain't tell us that. The nurse told us that. So she knew everything.
The doctor told us when she came out, and he was
like, "Oh, I seen it." No, he knew because she told him. She said when you
was pushing him, her head first came out. He said,
"No, remember when she told you to lay on your right side because the baby don't like when you lay on the left side?" And she said the cord might be around her neck. She said that first.
She did.
Before the doctor even got in the room, he came in. He came in 5 minutes. The baby was out, and then the cord was around her neck. But Miss Blue talked about magical births with the cord around the baby neck. That's a magical birth, and that's a mysterious magical birth. So she's a special child. Like, she came at the perfect time. And I was going through damn near a downfall in my life when she came, and that just picked me up.
It is a magical birth because we both manifested her here.
And we didn't.
Both wanted her to be here. And she wanted to be here.
Yes. And we did not expect that shit to happen. We were dealing with each other for a long time. And the fact that she got pregnant damn near 10 years later was just a different experience. You know what I'm saying? And we weren't safe all the time. I might have to cut that off. But she came when she came at the time that she came. So, like, we was talking about aliens and shit. We just went off real quick. I mean, we just talking. I mean, I'm gonna title this video just talking ish, like I always do, because that's all we doing is just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? We talking our shit. Oh my gosh. She ran off. It did get kind of cold out here. She want to go in the car and shit. But like talking my shit about aliens that we was talking about. I don't know how I'm gonna title this because we talked about several different subjects on this video. So it's gonna go different ways because we might switch subjects in like 5 minutes or whatever. If you don't take your little butt in the house, it's late. Go in the house. Like, we could go at this in many different ways. Like, the alien thing. Damn, she just put the spotlight on my ass. I know y'all see my face now. And we just did a video with other people. Yeah, that car fucked up. But we just did a video with other people in the video. And we got that opinion on rap music because we was just going in on rap music and our opinions and how we think when it changed, how it happened, and all that, and different mind states that had affected us, where we only got the 90s version and the 80s version. And I'm gonna get my nephew on here, and I want him to talk about how he was born in the 2000s and how he looked at rap before I started showing him old rap. I mean, we need that other opinion. That's 3 generations of opinion. I said my piece, she said her piece, her cousin said his piece, and I'm gonna let the little youngin say that piece, because we got, you know what I'm saying, that's how I go. But I already did the rap video. We supposed to be talking about aliens and shit, and I said, like, it's not far-fetched to me. The alien shit is not far-fetched at all to me, because it's showing us that something is out there. Even if we're not talking about aliens, I did show the mythological creatures, and you could probably equate that into alien shit too. Because they say some of these beings was beings that was here, but is they Earth made? Are they extraterrestrial? Technically, we are extraterrestrials. And if you go back to the Dogon mysteries, we was brought here from the stars. We was from the stars. Or their ancestors was from the stars. The Sirius constellation. So, that's what they say. And they connect themselves with the Nomo. I probably said this in an old video, but they connect themselves with the Nomo, and the Nomo was the fish, the reptilian type beings. And they lived in the waters. Like, I'm not surprised that it might be a should I come with you, or you?
How about me?
Turn the lights off.
I need a charger.
The charger's right here.
I know, we'll pull it over there.
I gotta use the bathroom real quick. Someone pause it. Grab it now. So I can't remember what the fuck I was talking about. Shit. Too much going on at this little bit of time. It is.
End it.
I'm not gonna end it. It's cold in here. I want to finish it. At least go to. Man, it's cold out here. I wanted at least to go to 1:15. And then I end it because I mean, we did about 2 hours. So who the fuck was that? On the kids. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm gonna end it though, because we talked about enough. I don't even know if I'm gonna put these up, and if I do, I say that on every video. If I do, I gotta really go over it, let everybody listen to it. If they want me to put it up, then I'll put it up. If they don't feel comfortable about what they were saying, I'm not gonna put it up. So yeah, this is gonna be the end. I think I left my phone. No. So yeah, chime in, y'all. I want some comments. I want to hear what y'all think about anything we was talking about. So go ahead. Alright.